Today, we're going to be doing leg curls, frame carry, leg press, and some other fun exercises. I hope you enjoy. Leave a moose dropping if you could. As per usual, lift heavy and be kind. Nothing too intense here, just getting the legs warm for frame carry. When you're doing movement events, a lot of times you want your plant leg to be as straight as possible. We don't want huge oscillations. And with a straight leg, extending the hip happens a lot through the hamstring. So making sure they're warm and ready to go, really important if you're getting into your moving events.
So this is technically week 1 of Arnold prep.
Yeah, getting towards the end of week 1.
And what is the focus for Arnold prep?
We've got targets on each movement. This frame is very comparable to, in terms of my performance here and at Arnold last year, it was the same. I could get this 400 kilos 3/4 of the way. I did the same thing at the Arnold. So the goal is to be able to do that twice, like down and back in one session. For deadlifts, I'm gonna be training on an axle. That stiff bar translates for me way better over to the whippier elephant bar. If I can hit 430 on an axle, raw, I'll be able to hit 465 on the elephant bar. I think that's great points. For axle, I want to be able to split jerk 200 fairly comfortably, fairly reliably. Basically, the session we just did, EMOMs, if I could do that with 200 kilos, I'd be really happy. But I think by the end of prep, I should be able to hit 180 for 4 with no concern at all, and then see how that translates over. Yeah, we're gonna do a little bit of work on the dinnies, but that's just sort of, it is what it is. Yeah, I've already shouldered the 180 stone, so get into a bit of stone pressing, but I think that one's just gonna be about having gas left in the tank. I imagine a 120 stone is gonna be fine. But secondary goals, like getting my mobility as good as we can, it's definitely a big secondary goal. And then just no stone unturned, just doing absolutely everything we could possibly do to be the strongest version of myself, which that series is coming out soon. So we'll go over all that stuff later, but stay tuned for that. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. You'll be able to see those coming up. We'll do those weekly, leading into World's Strongest Man for 12 weeks, starting on February 12th.
Just running with 270, casual.
If I can hold it, I can run. It's simple as that.
Is this where we're staying for this session?
We got one more set. I think we should probably be cheeky and go up, eh?
It's not a third set, the last set with Mitchell Hooper, unless we're bumping up the weight.
That's 270. 360 gives a decent indication, eh? Let's go one more plate. See what I can do.
World's Strongest Man Mitchell Hooper here, and we are starting the Body Kickstart program on January 8th. Now, this is to get you into the shape that you want to be in. You're gonna meet with me every week. You're gonna have a customizable program. You're gonna get videos reviewed, and you're gonna learn every single week different topics, which are outlined below, on how to get you to where you want to be. So if you want your body back into shape, whether it's recovering from injury or just getting back on the horse, I'm here to help you with my 6 years of post-secondary education in exercise, injury, recovery, mobility, everything that you need to get yourself in a proper spot and kick 2024 in the ass. Can't wait to have you join the team. Go ahead, click the buy link. You'll be taken to our private communication channel where you'll be able to chat with the rest of the team.
So what's the internal dialogue after something like that where it didn't quite go as planned?
The session called for a lot less than that. In the end, like 10 weeks out or so now, there's so much time between now and then. And one of the easiest things to happen is you're pushing your body hard, nervous system. Your grip is one of the first things that's going to start to suffer if you're working really hard. I bet if I were to take a couple of days off, grip would come back and it would be perfect. That being said, that frame is really hard. It's not stable. There's no knurling on it, and the handles are thicker than the ones at the Arnold. So I got to get to a point in prep where I can do 400 kilos for the full length, but I don't have to do that today. I just have to do that in 8 weeks' time. In a couple of months of like really getting stronger, you shouldn't expect to be your strongest off the back of a bodybuilding block. So there's sort of two caveats. If you're going to decide that you're going to do something a little bit harder than the program calls for, one of those caveats is that it has to be safe. Another one of those caveats is that you can't get too upset if it doesn't go as you hope it to, because you haven't really earned the right to do it. If you can, then great, that's extra. But yeah, I mean, all my other numbers are going up, so I'm not really worried about getting weaker. It's just that one thing. We'll keep working away on grip. I've been working in my basement, and maybe I've just been working a little bit too hard, to be honest, maybe too often, too hard. But heaps of time, heaps of time. There's only one run that matters, and that's the one on the day. So 10 weeks, check back in 2 weeks, and you'll probably see that weight go flying as prep goes.
What a fun exercise to film.
A lot of variety from what she can get. White fingers. Still waiting for leg press. These boys taking their time. Spins. It's a spinning.
Yeah.
Ah. 6 seconds. This could be better. Why am I spinning?
Like a ballerina.
That's hard. That's hard when you're heavy.
Yeah.
Let's go into some, do a little bit of plate pinch while we wait.
Have you ever tried a plate pinch for max time? No.
You said, have I ever tried it?
Yeah, have you ever tried like a max time? You have no idea. This far out from a competition, like what are the main training goals for anybody? Not just for yourself, but like starting a training block 12 weeks out. What are the main objectives?
Really just exposing yourself to heavier loads again. You should have the foresight to be able to see how you build and everything to get to your competition goals. And to get to your competition goals, you better be damn close to doing that in training. So it should be moderately hard, but nothing excessive. You should have a really good spot to build from here. Obviously, exception for me for the frame today, tried a little bit heavier, but for the most part, you have to reintroduce heavy loads to your body. Slowly, joints stay healthy, and you can continue to progress.
Do you think something like going up on that is like, because the camera's here, because we're here?
No.
No, you would have done that
It's
by
all
yourself?
internal, yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel strong. No pain at all. Ooh, 1200 bare knees is pretty good.
Let's play some Mitchell Hooper trivia. First time you hit a 3-plate bench?
First year university.
First time you hit a 4-plate squat?
I would have been 15.
15. Jesus. Okay.
Kids now do way more than that.
Yeah. And then a 5-plate deadlift.
I'm gonna guess I was 14, 15.
And was this like training for football? Like what? Why were you lifting that much?
So maybe we bumped those 40 year. Might have been 15 when a 5-plate deadlift, 16 when I did a 4-plate squat, because we had like weightlifting class, and that's where I started loving lifting weights. So yeah, it would have been grade 11, so 15, 16, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it came very quick. Came without a whole lot of work. Whew. Last one. Oh. Oh. Oh, that burns. That is the session for today. A little bit good, a little bit of bad. Thank you everyone very much for watching. We've got a lot of exciting stuff coming up, so please hit the subscribe button. We are so close to 100,000. We set a goal about 9 months ago to get that before the end of the year. When we set the goal, we were at like 20,000, 25,000, and we're at 95,000 right now. So please help us out. Hit that subscribe. the 100,000th subscriber gets $100,000 sent to them in the mail. Highly unreliable, but it will be sent. Thank you very much for watching. Lift Heavy, Be Kind, merch link in the description, coaching links in the description. Appreciate you guys very much, and we'll catch you next time.